Stay tuned for the most expensive thing that nurses do.
Hello, fellow nurse entrepreneurs. One of the things that I've always wanted to do was I always wanted to help nurses work from anywhere, pretty much have the flexibility, pretty much have their freedom so that they could do whatever they wanted to do.
Joining VP Nursing was one of the best decisions that I could have ever made. If I was to have a regret, it would be that I didn't join sooner.
If they wanted to be with their children, if they wanted to be with their families, they can do exactly what they wanted to do.
Ola is the type of person, she's not going to let you stay the same. The way she levels up her clients in every area of their lives.
I could not have imagined being a nurse with my own business, being in this space with so many amazing people, with a coach that 1,000,000% cares about what my outcome is going to be.
And so here at VP Nursing, we teach nurses how to work from their computers anywhere around the world, making money, owning their own time, building profitable nurse coaching, consulting, and service-based businesses. And so now we're at the beach and we're working at the beach and we're having a great time. We're doing a brand photo shoot. It's an amazing time. So if you want to learn how to work from anywhere around the world, creating that flexibility, creating that freedom for yourself, but monetizing the knowledge that you already have, join us at VP Nursing Business Academy.
Hello, everyone. So welcome. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is how being comfortable is one of the most expensive things that nurses can do. And so the reason why is because number one, so there's 5 reasons why comfort is the most expensive thing that you can do. Number one, comfort delays income, okay, not risk. And so one of the things that we have to understand is that whenever we step out, so when you're in nursing or you are in that space, what happens is most of you who are experts, right? Because as you're experts, then you start to think, how can I level up my life at all times, right? And so unless you're just one of those people that just stay stagnant. Now, we're not talking to y'all, okay? But we're talking to the people who they don't really like to stay where they are, right? They want to do more. And so one of the things that you struggle with is the fact that whenever you get out of the regular nursing and then you go into business, nursing as a business, you're at the mountaintop here, right? You're at the mountaintop. But then when you go into business, you're sort of starting at the beginning. And that feels super, super uncomfortable because you are at that mountaintop, because you do have that reality right now. And so it is one of those things that nurses many times struggle with, right? But this is the thing. It delays your income. Because, whenever you're in healthcare, you get paid maybe 2 to 3%, unless you get another degree, maybe 25 cents to $1 more if your job does not require it. And getting another degree doesn't necessarily open up any more doors. And so you want to make sure that you are, I think that every nurse should be in business for themselves, every single solitary nurse. So at our Millionaire Nurse CEO conference, nurses are learning how to build income streams that aren't capped by shifts, right? So you get another shift and then your body is tired, it's pay per hour, it's struggle. You don't have to have a certain title. You don't have to you just have to know how to market, sell, and operate your business, right? And one of the things that we talk about is how to build those income streams. Now, number two is this is how leadership gets taken without pay. And so I talk about a lot of times that, hospitals, wherever you are, right, kind of use your ideas while keeping you stuck at the same level. We used to have this innovative idea thing, right? And everybody would put their ideas in the bucket. And then once they put their ideas in the bucket, then, they would get a prize or something. I don't know exactly what would happen, but those things would happen. How about you do that for yourself, right? You do that for yourself and get to the point where you are knowing how to do that, right? So you want to be able to, do that because you want to make sure that your income is not capped and it's your idea, right? It's your idea. And you can turn that into a proprietary solution so that nobody else can use it. I mean, if you think about the fact that LVMH, I just use them because they're a brand. So Louis Vuitton, right? They're a brand, right? And they have, with them having that brand, that you can't use their products. You can't slap LVMH on everything. You have to get their permission in order to be able to do that. And so just like CPR is if you really think about it, CPR is like a framework for keeping people alive, right? You have what the differentiator for whenever you go into corporate is your framework. So you have a framework that you can use, and then you can license that framework out over and over and over again. And it can be per employee, per institution, right? And then it can be for a certain amount of time. And that's how you get paid over and over and over again. So you want to be thinking about that. Now, at the Millionaire Nurse CEO conference, we turn that thinking and that experience solutions to paid authority and contracts, right? So we help you to do that. We help you to understand how to do that. Jamisha Rogers, who came, she closed a six-figure contract within 6 weeks of being in the program. One of the things that she's going to talk about is the B2B. She's really it's almost going to be like a lab where she's going to sit down. She's going to tell you exactly what to do and how to package it, right? How to package it, what the proposal should look like. Like, those are the things that you're going to learn here. Okay. Now, number 3. The next one is comfort trains you to ask instead of decide. Now, the number one thing that's very different is that, nurses, we are trained to ask a lot of times. I just really, really want you to know that. I want you to understand that. And you don't have to ask. Like, you have to decide. And that is a struggle because that's what we always do, right? So the physician makes a decision. We're the ones who ask, well, can we give this medication? Can we do this? When you're in your own business, you don't ask. There are no rules, right? I mean, there are some, but however, as long as it's legal and ethical, right? There really are no rules around that. So the longer you stay comfortable, the harder it becomes to move boldly. Decision-making muscle weakens, okay? The more you stay comfortable. Now, just like you make decisions in your own house, just like you make decisions with your children, you make decisions in your business. And once you do that, that's great. You start to move and you start to think, decide, and price. And you don't price, a lot of people are like, well, I don't really want to price. They're thinking about other people's pockets. Stop thinking about other people's pockets, right? You need to price based on the outcome that you can provide for them, right? And so at the conference, we talk a lot about that, right? Because we want to make sure that you have exactly what you need. And so we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to come right.
Stop renewing your license just to stay broke. Every renewal season, nurses pay fees, take classes, and check boxes, but never build wealth. That license you're renewing every 2 years, it's a gold mine if you stop using it the old way. At the Millionaire Nurse CEO conference, you'll learn how to leverage that same license to build your own business, to coach, to consult, and to create offers that bring freedom, not fatigue. And yes, you'll still earn CEUs. Comment conference below and we'll send you the details.
Okay, so we're going to send you the details to the conference. Now, number 4 is that comfort makes you burnout feel normal. Okay. So when everyone is exhausted, it feels like it's normal. Like everybody comes to the table, everybody comes in and they're drinking all these juices that have all these additives in them, all this caffeine in it. Right. And everyone is exhausted. So it looks like it's something that's normal and it should not be, right? So this room is designed. So in the conference, the Millionaire Nurse CEO conference, we're breaking that normalization and we're replacing it because you need systems. You need ownership, right? And that's one of the things that you really need in order to be able to grow your business, in order to be able to design the life that you want to design, okay? Now, the last thing is that comfort has a compounding cost. Lost years means lost income, lost confidence, and lost options. The longer people wait, they're like, well, it's lost. And my pastor said something on the other day. If 20 years, right? If you were to live for the next 20 years, you only have 7,300 days. 7,300 days to get it right. And it doesn't feel expensive until it's costing you your life. And it is costing you your life. So waiting is the most expensive choice. So I would encourage you to go ahead and click the link. Join us for the Millionaire Nurse CEO Conference. It's going to be amazing. You get to mingle with 6 and 7 figure business owners, and then it literally changes your life. This conference compresses years of trial, error, and hesitation in 2 days for clarity and execution. So comment conference at the below if you want us to send you access to the conference, and we will chat with you later. You have an amazing rest of your day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.